I think we can do a minute early. Refresh us. Videos, maybe? Hey, Jessica. How you doing? What am I wanting? Awesome. No, no texting, mama. Oh, I think that fan's gonna drive me nuts, or is it that fan? One of these fans are gonna drive me nutty. Let's see if I get back just a little. That's as far back as I can go. Hey, Amy. It's mom and dad. Or which one is it? Is it Papa Dave or Mama? She's not. We need to get there. Yeah, I just got fish food. Pop out. Yay! I got peoples. I'm so easy to entertain, ain't I? uh, Kinda, sorta. I'm easy to please. It's Dad. Yay! Hey, Daddy. Ooh, y'all in Florida. Y'all be careful for them storms. Hey, Hannah. How you doing? Sorry, I'm trying to look at the camera and the chat. How's everyone doing on this fantabulous Thursday night? Awesome, 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 awesome. I'm doing good too. I ordered it. Sweet. Okay, Monica. Now, how you commenting if you driving? Awesome, Hannah. That's great. I'm so glad to hear that. What have you been doing? I've been watering my garden, planting seeds, uh, taking my daughter to and from work, fed the dogs, fed myself. Uh, that's about it. We did get some rain a couple days ago, so. But I planted my black eyed peas. I planted some red corn, and I planted a couple of zucchinis, and what else? Maybe that was it. Well, I do have some volunteer basil plants because my basils went to seed and went everywhere. Oh yeah, I can hit the thumbs up too. Where did restore chat? Where did it go? Ah, pop up chat. That's about all I've been doing. Shopping now. Okay, cool. And don't be messaging and or YouTubing and driving because that's never good. So how's everybody else been doing? Anybody been planting any seeds? Working in the garden? Oh, I have apple peppers. I've got 3, but one looks like it has uh, blossom and rot. Sweet. But the other 2 look perfect. I'm fixing to take them off the plant because they're finally red and ready to go. And I have a volunteer cayenne pepper plant, and one of those is looking good. It's Thrifty VG from Rhode Island. You finally got the notification? I miss a lot of notifications. In fact, I think it was last Thursday, right after my live, the Broussards go live, and I didn't get their notification for their live until after their show was over. Of course, I knew that it was coming on, but still. Hey, Patty. Yay. I'm so happy. I have peoples. It's little things in life that, just... Okay, a lot of things make me happy. ESPN Matheson, did I say that right? I know the ESP and Espen. Welcome, welcome. And Zoe, hey. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, you are my peoples, Patty. I got peoples. I love this community. I got tons of peoples. It makes me happy. If you would have told me 2 years ago, I wouldn't be talking to all of y'all and having a YouTube, and no, I wouldn't have believed it. I was such an introvert. It is raining there because it sounds like you got rain. No, it's probably my fan or my fish tank. I have a 55-gallon fish tank back here, and it's when it drops a little bit, it gets a little more noisier because the water's, a little bit further from the filter. We did get rain yesterday. I think we got a lot of rain yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, he doesn't go live until 8 Central Time. Because he goes live randomly through the day, but he always goes live at 8, like 7 days a week. Actually, they're in a vase, and the vase has like the aquarium rocks, and they get their nutrition from the fish waste. It helps filter out my aquarium. I did have it in my pond last year. I built a spiral herbal garden, and at the base of the spiral it has a pond, and in the pond I had the lucky bamboo inside of a vase, kind of like in the center. But when it got cold, I took it out and put it in the fish tank. Well, now all my adult fish like to have babies in it, so I've kind of just left it, and it's grown like 2 feet since I have. Yes, Hannah, 1 hour from now he'll go live. Hey there, Patch of Heaven Farm. How are you doing? We were just talking about my fishy tank and my lucky bamboo. Yes, I love my spiral. It looks pretty sad right now. I did not give it the attention I should have in spring. And I think I'm fixing to make it bigger. Hey, Brett, it's Amy. I'm on the computer now. Okay, cool, Amy. Thank you. Because I know it's easier for you on the computer. But it's probably more fun on the phone. Because you're mobile on the phone. But yeah, I love my spiral. This fall, I'm going to take all the dirt out and like put mortar in the stones to kind of keep them more stationary. And I want to build or put like a fabric, because when I water from the top or when it rains, it goes down like it's supposed to, but it also takes soil with it because I didn't put any breakers in there. Thanks. I love my lucky bamboo. I actually bought it at a Trader's Village. Hey, Blue Idaho is buying ducks at this very at Tractor Supply Company. Duckies. I wish I could have duckies. I love duckies and chickens and guineas and rabbits, and ooh, one day I'm gonna have it all. Oh yeah, I'll definitely do a video on it, because I want to take right now I have a rosemary at the very top and a lavender plant, and the rosemary I grew from seed, and it's 2 years old, and it looks like a itty bitty Christmas tree. The lavender was given to me from a neighbor that she had bought, and it's not doing too good, but I'm trying to save it. I got about 30 chickens. I wish I had 30 chickens. Oh my goodness, it's Nathan from Sampson's Farm. How you doing, bro? We can only have 3 chickens because I live in the city. And you have to pay a $20 permit fee to get them. And if they get out, you can pay up to, like, I want to say it's $2,000 fine. And everything's got to be so perfect or you can't do it. So, yeah. Can't risk it. And they cannot be free range. They have to be like in a chicken tractor or a chicken coop. And if they get out, you get fined. Or if you don't take care of them, they get fined. And it said something about waste management, that the waste couldn't be thrown away or kept on the property. And I don't exactly understand that one, but so it'll wait. But I do want chickens one day. But the spiral, I'm going to take all the soil out of it, put the plants in a pot for now, and take all the soil out, and then I'm going to put mortar in the stones to kind of help more support it. And then I want to put in a weed fabric and maybe some kind of board or something to kind of stop it. Yeah, $2,000 fine. I mean, it's crazy. You can have some of my chickens. You can take care of them when you're here. Well, yeah, but that's a 6-hour drive. And if I could make it, I'd so be there. You know that. I'd love to take care of your chickens and feed your goats. Actually, I want to pet your goat. I want to scratch it on its nose or head, you know, or whatever, that snout. Do goats have snouts? You know. And I got my tea, but this time I won't be crunching on my eyes. But my microphone is over here, so... Can y'all hear me okay? Yay! I wish I could come over now. That'd be awesome. Because I really want to see the goats. And I miss you too. And I really want to go fishing in Lake Broussard. You call it a pond. I call it a lake. I can't see bottom. Therefore, it is a lake. But, yeah. I'm going to wait till fall to work on the spiral. I'll figure out some kind of way to either put stones or some kind of board or something to kind of put breakers down as it spirals, as it goes down. That way, as the dirt goes, the dirt will stop, but the water will keep going. I probably might do little stone walls or something. Stone breakers. I'll Google it. I mean, it's held up considering it's just rocks and soil. I dug all those rocks out of that yard, or out of this yard. The bass have been jumping every... Yeah, you know why? Because I'm not there. That's why the bass are jumping. Just because I'm not there. If I was there, they probably wouldn't be jumping. And y'all weed eated around the pond too, didn't you? Or Brett did? That means I could easily sit there and go fishing. Of course, I'd have to... Actually, I don't think I've ever caught a bass. Yeah, I'm happy Patty got her garlic. That's just too cool. My garlic's tiny, but I got it. Sweet, that's what I was thinking. Oh, fans blowing my hair in my face and it's tickling my face. I've just never caught any. I've caught catfish, drum, perch, bluegill. I caught one carp one time. It was as long as my leg. That sucker was 2.5 feet long. I mean, he was huge and he looked like a calico. I didn't even know what kind of fish he was until I pulled him up. I pulled him up out of the water and I sent my kid after the other adults to come down to tell me what kind of fish it was, and said, oh, that's a carp. That sucker was huge and he put up a fight. That pole went all the way to one way, all the way to the other, and it kept going back and forth. And I was using an open reel that was tangled. It was my husband's, and I had to walk backward up the bank basically to get the fish out of the water. Fresh garlic's awesome. I'm just saying. I hope my garlic does better next year, but it should, because I'll plant it on time instead of, like, you know, in March. I'll plant it in, like, October. I think it was October. I'll have to double check. What are you chewing on this time? Oh, you're chewing on your pillow? I don't care. You can chew up your bed all you want to. Yeah. As long as you don't chew up my shoes. Like last time. So you being a good girl, not chewing on anything, not breaking my phone, not getting into the trash. She's a good dog. She's spoiled, but she's good. Ain't that right, Xena, baby? Yeah. Go lay down. She ain't gonna lay down. She's gonna sit right there with me. Yeah, I keep my eye on her now because I made sure I didn't have any shoes on the floor. And, well, she actually chewed one of my socks the other day, too, so. And it was my favorite socks. They were white with purple on the ends. And she chewed it. I think I finally threw it away. Yeah. Wouldn't be so bad, but she has like 15 different toys that she has to chew on. I think she only does it when she's irritated. I guess. I don't know. You know how dogs are. Yay, your cuckoo melons are coming up. I still need to plant mine. If I don't hurry up, I'm not going to have time either. I did get my cherry tomatoes because that one particular kind said it only takes 55 to 60 days. I still have that. I know I have that left, or that much time left. Well, I say that, knock on wood. Could have a cold front early, you never know. I'm afraid it's going to be a bad winter, though. Yeah, actually use my cherry tomatoes for salsa. I take them and I take the top core out, flip them all over on bottom, make a little X, stick it in a Ziploc gallon bag, you know, a whole bunch of them, freeze them, and then as soon as they're frozen, you can take them out and defrost them. And as soon as you defrost them, the skins pull right off. And I'm sure you could probably do that with a big tomato, but it's easier with cherry tomatoes. And a gallon-sized bag of cherry tomatoes will make approximately about three size of salsa. Is it pints? Yay, Daddy's back. I'm happy. Oh yeah. In fact, every year that I make salsa, I use cherry tomatoes. I've never used the bigger ones. I always say the bigger ones for my sandwiches. And for tacos and stuff like that. But the cherry tomatoes, I'll either eat right off the vine, or salads, or I make salsa out of them. I'm getting the baby ducks. That's so awesome. I'm so happy for you. How many are you getting? And what are you gonna name them? Ooh, 6. That's awesome. That's a lot of ducks. That's a lot of quackers. Well, you have to come up with 6 different names. Are they all, you know, the gender? Let's try to keep this accurate. Or, you know the genders of the ducks yet? Like 3 boys, 3 girls, or 1 boy, 4 girls, or that's the, yeah. Yeah, Clay Banks, I'm definitely praying for you because I just remembered you're in Florida. So is my mom. I have to call her tonight. They're mixed. Alright. I'm going to call my mommy and see how she's doing because she lives close to Tampa. I'm not exactly sure where, but I know it's close to Tampa. I'm going to check on her because I know it's supposed to be hitting soon. Make sure she's okay. My ex is in Tampa. Well, I think he's not like on this side of Tampa where my mom's on that side. Both about an hour. So, Amy, did you get the rest of your yard work done? No, I think it might have rained this morning before I got up because the ground was really wet and saturated. I wouldn't say saturated. It was wet and soft in some areas. But we got so much rain for the last couple of days, that might be why. Awesome. That's a good deal. Because we need that storm shelter probably sooner rather than later. If I was there, I'd help you. That actually sounds like fun. Ooh, my mama is calling. And I put on the do not disturb. I'll have to decline. Hey, at least it didn't stop the live. On and off all day. I made elderberry soap. Hope my mama don't get mad. I will call her in 40 minutes. I promise. We don't have to worry till Tuesday. How far are you away from Tampa? Clydebank? Because I'm not sure where the storm's coming at. I just know it's supposed to hit soon. I thought I heard something. Besides the fish tank and the fan. Yeah, I've been using mine too. In fact, I think I took a shot, not last night, but not before last, to help with my sinuses. That stuff really works. Has an acquired taste though. Ooh, 400 miles. That's a pretty good distance. So like in the panhandle or down south? Hey, it's Teresa from I say it's Teresa, it could be Lee, but I'm assuming it's Teresa from Stringfield Ridge Farm. Hey, how you doing? Okay, make sure I ain't miss none. It is good to have. Yeah. Yeah, but you gotta like kind of ration it out. It's Teresa. Yeah, I was right. I didn't think Lee would be jumping on, but I could be wrong. I figured he'd be stopped in the yard working or something, or at work. I don't know what time. I know it's a different time zone there. At least I'm assuming there's a different time zone. Because I'm Central. Central Texas, Central time zone. Oh, okay, I got you. Claybank. Oh, did I miss the hot? Yeah, they are. Hey, Jess. Hey, Joey. Welcome. Thanks for coming. I'm so happy. He's usually out in the yard or in the shed, and yes, yeah. Okay, I didn't think Kentucky was Central Time, but yeah, I don't pay attention to that thing. I don't know where it stops and starts. I just know that when I go to Florida, they're an hour ahead of me, and when I go to California, they're 2 hours behind me. Because my dad's in California, my mom's in Florida. And when I go to Missouri, there is no difference. Yeah, pretty much. Half and half right through the middle. This is, I can't even remember, where it goes and where it stops. I mean, you know. Hey, the Epic 026, how are you doing? Try to do that. I didn't want to do that. Try to keep it where I can see the chat but see the camera. That makes sense. One of these days I get this all figured out. I think maybe that'll help a little bit. Oh, I'm real good. I've got my tea, my belly's full. My garden's watered, and my black eyed peas are sprouting. My corn is sprouting. My zucchini has a sprout, and I have volunteer basil that I didn't plant. I'm gonna collect the rest of the seeds though and probably plant them along the fence line, just 'cause I can. 'Cause I can grow some basil. But I got 3 cinnamon basil in that one bed, and it's started new basil in this one, and I guess it's blown over into the bed on it and behind it, and it's blowing over there, and I got a little basil plant starting there. Yes, you do need to try black eyed peas. And apparently, they sprout really well. Hey, the animal papa. I'm doing good. How are you? I appreciate that, Epic. Yeah, I do love basil better fresh than dried. But I've got so much of it. I've got purple basil, green basil, cinnamon basil. Ours didn't do good this year. Do you have enough time to start some more, Teresa? I mean, I know we do, because I'm 8A. So I still have plenty of time to... I want to say I have like 90 days left before the first frost. I not only want to try more varieties, but I want to try things I've never heard of. Awesome, Animal Pop. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Yeah, I definitely need to dehydrate some. I tried to hang some up outside, but it blew over. Hey, Exploring with Devin. How are you doing tonight? And Mariner Bingo Paranormal. I appreciate it. That means a lot to me. I'm doing good, Devin. I am doing good. I cannot complain at all. I need to grow okra. That's the only thing I forgot to grow. Well, I didn't forget to grow it. I just ran out of space. And where I was going to plant my okra, I ended up planting zucchini again. Yes, it is. The Epic 026. Yeah. I have never tried dehydrated okra. You do stick it in soups and stuff. I think the only okra I've ever eaten is fried. But I love fried okra. It's like, yes, gawa. Hey, Grass-Fed Homestead, how are you? You will get me some okra seeds? I think I have some seeds, but I'd rather have yours because I think your okra seeds are famous, if I ain't mistaken. I've got tons of fresh basil. I've got more basil than I know what to do with. And next year, I plan on having even more because I'm going to take seeds and go all the way around my fence line. I need to plant some oregano and thyme because I want to be able to make Italian seasoning, and that's marjoram, rosemary. Is it sage or basil? I think it's basil. Thyme and oregano. I think I said that wrong. T-O-M, thyme, oregano, marjoram, and then basil and sage. Something like that. I don't think I've ever had it raw either. Oh, I love okra. I've only ever had it fried. But I like to get into different things that, we don't normally hear of. Like, right now, I'm trying to grow black cherry tomatoes. But I kind of planted them late, so I'm not sure how they're going to do because they started in the extreme heat. But I say that my beefsteak tomato plant, it has 7 tomatoes on it right now. Even with this heat. They're little, but they're there. You could freeze it for winter in a Ziploc bag, but don't close the Ziploc. Who, me? How did I get my subscribers? Well, between I joined 2 different communities and grew them. I went to different events like the Shindig and the Bayou Bash. That helped too. Networking. And I've had my YouTube channel for 2 years, so it's not like I grew it overnight. I've had it my channel for a while. Is it good raw? I've never had it raw. Because Rachel is loved. I don't know about that. I try to put myself out there where people can meet me. It takes a lot. Because I was such a shy person. I love you too, Amy. But, networking and advertising. I have a YouTube page, a Facebook page, and a website page. I'm on Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram. She got them from being awesome. Thanks, Patty. That, and when I make my videos, I'm real. I don't fake anything. And, when you make your content, don't fake it. Be real. People see that, and they respond to that. When you, act like somebody you're not behind camera or in front of the camera, it shows. I'll leave in my bloopers and my stumbling words, and one of my videos, I was planting seeds, and the back door of the garage just slammed shut. Oh, I didn't edit that out. It scared me. I jumped. I left it in there. Love raw okra. You're precious. I just enjoyed visiting you at the bash. I loved the bash. It was so much fun. I cannot wait for it next year. You don't have my website link? Hang on just a second, and you will. Let's see. I'm looking it up. Because I don't... Well, I have it from memory. I just didn't know how it would show up. I was looking for the HTML thingy. We'll just go to the blog section. Will that do it? It keeps coming up the same thing, so I guess it's the same for... where's my chatty chat? There's my chatty chat. Debbie.gardenforcheap.com. I didn't make the link, though. Hey, what's up, Joe's Smokehouse and Barbecue? I love barbecue. Barbecue is my favorite food group. And if it's not a food group, it should be. Trying to figure out how to get it. Oh, I know a way to do it. I know how to do it. Open your channel, go to new tab, and go to my about. Sorry, my eyeball itches. And go to copy link address, and then open my chatty thingy, paste. Oh, that's huge. I didn't want it that huge. I don't know, we'll have to figure it out, but it's www.gardenforcheap.com. How is everybody doing tonight? Everybody that's coming in. Exploring with Devin? Practice. Jen from the Styrers said she had the same problem. And she said what she did. I think even you said the same thing, didn't you, Amy? To practice, make practice videos. Don't post them. Just practice talking in front of the camera. And I think what helped me is when I went to the Shindig and the Bayou Bash, I met so many wonderful people. Well, then when I came home and I was making videos, I just thought that I was talking to them. I was talking to Amy and I was talking to Patty. And yeah, Marco Polo, that's a great practice too because it's video chat because you're constantly videoing yourself and then sending it. Well, I guess it sends automatically kind of. But you get the point. Oh, I love the Broussards. They're like my favorite. I love all their food. Their food is awesome. And Miss Abby can cook like no other. So can Amy. Oh, so can Brett, come to think about it. How do you start a YouTube channel? First, you decide what you're going to do it on. I'm assuming Jessica Thomas is going to do it on gardening. Then you go up to your settings on YouTube and it'll say something about create a channel. And you pick your ID picture and your name and all that stuff and you fill in all the little details. I guess I can get rid of this stuff that's sitting here. Just get on and wing it, pretty much. The more you do it, the easier it gets. When you start meeting people in real life, it gets even easier. Because you can pretend you're talking to them. Do you have a name yet, Jessica? Oh, Devin, yeah. I mean, you can even write a script. Or an outline. Like, take you a piece of paper. Write down some topics that you might want to talk about. Or whatever your video is going to be about. And you don't even have it in front of the, where the camera can see it. You can put it like behind the camera where you can read it. And read it off. Alright, thanks for coming by, Patty. I sure do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. You just don't know. It made me happy. Miss Patty came to see me. Thomas Homestead works. Because that way it'll cover gardening, it'll cover animal care, it'll cover canning, cooking. Thomas Homestead covers all that. Hope Homestead is good. If I missed any comments, I'm sorry. Jessica, didn't we talk about you could do it with your phone? I'm just saying. What do you want now, puppy? Let me let my dog out real quick. There you go. I like the names too. Oh, your phone's messed up? Well, that would explain it. Exploring with Devin. Just be yourself, yep. And you will be fine. I don't know about that, Amy. I think I was pretty good my first time. I'm just picking. I was terrible. My very first video, I held the cell phone wrong. And it was vertical instead of horizontal. Okay, Amy. You've even tried to factory reset it? Hey, Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead. Yeah, Devin, but if you keep practicing, it'll get better. And you can just make videos. You don't have to post them. Just keep making them and making them, take 2 or 3 shots or whatever. A lot of editing. Oh, Lord, I did a lot of editing in the beginning. And sometimes I still do, but sometimes I just leave it in there. How are you doing, Angela? And welcome. Thank you for coming. That makes me happy. But Devin, just practice. And like Amy Broussard said, nobody's good their first time. And it really doesn't matter. I don't know how to edit, so I'm just going to be crappy for a while. Actually, I know a guy, his name is Single Dad Homestead, and he has I don't know, 6, 7,000. Maybe, I don't know. He's got a lot of subscribers, and he doesn't do a whole lot of editing. You, editing takes practice. That is it. I mean, that I'm not gonna play with. That's kind of hard. That was my learning curve. I had to learn how to edit. But I got lucky. My son-in-law has Filmora, and he let me have it on my computer, so I got to play with it. And that first year, that's why I have 1,200 subscribers, but I don't have my watch time, is because that first year I only made 10 to 11 videos, because it would take me so long to edit and work on it, and yeah. And then at the end of the year, my phone broke where I could take pictures, but I couldn't take video. That's why I didn't have video of my spiral. But when I go to repair my spiral, I'll definitely have video of it. Yeah, I think I will do that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the advice. No problem, Devin. That's what we're here for. Anytime you need help. And she posted my email up there, gardenforcheap@gmail.com. You can email me with any question. I'll do my best to answer as best I can. If I don't know the answer, I will search it and find it for you. The YouTube app has to edit your videos on your phone. Yeah, they do have an app, and there's Filmora Go, and there's a few others. It depends on if it's an iPhone or an Android, because I think they have like a iMovie or something like that. Jessica, do you have a computer that you gonna do your editing on your videos? I'm assuming, since you're getting a camera, or do you have a laptop? Okay, cool. There are some free editing softwares out there, but some of them are kind of crappy, or they'll have a watermark on them. The best advice I can give you is do one of those free trials, and then when the trial's over, go to cancel it, and usually they'll give you a better discount. So, yeah, iMovie. Is it a iMovie? Does it cost? I can't remember if iMovie was free or not. That's how bad my memory is. Of course, I don't have iPhone either. I've always had an Android, and my daughter, she has an iPhone. But there's some different editing softwares out there. Like my intro, I used blender.com, and that was really hard. In fact, when I was making my intro, I would go and watch a YouTube video about Blender on how to do whatever it was I was trying to do, like the fence, and how the gardening for cheap goes across the top, and then my name comes up in the vine. That was two different videos that I had to watch over and over until I got it. Thanks, Monica. I mean, I worked 2 weeks straight just on that intro. That's why I haven't changed it yet, because that was I'm talking about like 8 hours a day, 2 weeks, because I would try to figure out how to do a step in Blender, because Blender is hard, because you're starting with a blank screen with a box, and you have to go through all these steps. So I have YouTube open in one window and Blender opened in another, and I would watch the video for one step and hit pause, and then go to Blender and do it, and then come back to Blender and hit play, and when it did the next step, I hit pause and go back and do it. And I did that until I had both of them done. The only problem is in the very beginning, my channel was named Gardening for Cheap. And then one night when I was making my website and I was sleepy and it was 2 a.m., I put Garden for Cheap. So to make it match, I changed my YouTube name. Of course, you know, I only had my YouTube for a year and only had 30 subscribers and 11 videos, so it wasn't that big of a deal. No problem, Amy. Yes, Amy Broussard goes on at 8 o'clock, right after I do. In fact, I will jump off at 8 o'clock, so I could go there. Hey, Lou! Yay! I'm so happy to see you. I'm sorry, my 4-year-old just came out. I'll try to tuck that back in. uh, but that intro took a lot. But I finally adjusted it where as soon as it does gardening for cheap, quickly it flashes to garden to cheap. Because there was no way I was going to redo that for another week or two. Amy, post your link for your your channel. You're a mod. You can do that. Because I've given you a wrench, baby. Alright, Devin. I appreciate you coming by. And like I said, if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. I will generally answer right back. Oh, I don't blame you, Jessica. I'll go play with the baby ducks, too. No problem, Epic026. Go record a video. I completely understand that. Thank you for coming by, though. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. See, there you go. What you cooking, Miss Teresa? I would say I want some, but I just ate at McDonald's, so I'm full. In fact, I fed my puppy my fries. Well, some of them. I appreciate it, Epic. I really do. More than you know. I will definitely swing by and watch some of your videos, too. When I'm doing my late night binging. There you go, Amy. Brats and Chaffle. Keto diet. Okay, I know what brats are, but can anybody tell me what chaffle is? Pretend I'm, like living under a rock. What is my favorite thing to grow this summer? I'd have to say, it's actually a tie between cucamelons and sweet apple peppers. Both of them been kind of hard. Right, Thrifty VG. Well, she sits there patiently. She doesn't beg, so I just... Oh, cheese waffle. Okay. Chinese, and I fed my pup the fortune cookie. Animal Papa, I always feed my dog the animal cookie. I'll take out the fortune and read it and give her the cookie. Man, them things are so hard, I'm afraid I'd break my teeth on them. But I always give her my french fries or my last bite of my burger or whatever I'm eating. The cucamelons are awesome. I mean, they're the size of a grape. They look like a watermelon, but taste like a cucumber. But as soon as July and August rolled around, it got so hot it kind of fried most of mine. So I had these shriveled up look like raisin kind of things on the vine. But in June, I got quite a few of them, and I was eating them before they ever got in the house. The sweet apple pepper is one of the sweetest peppers they make, and I got it at Seed Saver Exchange. And they had a rough start because I had to go to Florida in April. Well, I went to the Shindig and then went to Florida, so the watering wasn't consistent and stuff like that, so I lost a couple of them, but I still have 2 plants, but they got a late start. I think they got too much shade, but I've got one plant that has 3 peppers on it, and the other plant that has the little baby, the little flowers. Thanks, Epic Zero, I appreciate that. And you too, Animal Papa. We still have 12 minutes before the bouchades go on. I also grew sugar baby watermelons, and they're like single serving. I grew them on a trellis, and I grew the cantaloupe on a trellis, and they did pretty good this year. My peppers did pretty good. The only thing I really grew that I did not like was ground cherries or golden berries. They go by several different names, but I didn't care for them. They took up way too much space, and I won't be growing them again in my garden bed. If I do ever grow them again, like a different variety, then I will give them their own spot in the corner of the yard somewhere. Seed Saver Exchange has a lot of them. M.I. Gardner and Baker Creek. Yeah, but the only thing that really did bad in my garden, like horribly bad, was the tomatoes. And then the zucchinis were right behind it. But everything else did great. But my tomatoes died early. My zucchini, of course, they always suffer vine borers every year. I mean, I usually just plant enough to where I get enough zucchini before the vine borers get to them too bad. But the sugar baby watermelons did great, and the cucamelons did okay until it got really hot. But I'm hoping that they'll pick back up for fall garden, fall season. I had one regular sized tomato and then a gallon sized baggie of cherry tomatoes. But I do have like, those 6 or 7 baby tomatoes right now that's on that beefsteak plant. But that beefsteak plant I bought at Walmart. So I'm not sure what variety. I just know it's a beefsteak. But I have 2 tomatoes on there that's about the size of a quarter. And then I have like a little cluster that are like little tiny BBs. Or like Skittles or something. They're a little smaller than Skittles. Yeah, the apple peppers, Amy, are awesome. I tried one and then it was the only one that had, the only pepper that had made it early, and I had it and it was sweet. And it didn't have a very strong bell pepper taste, and they're almost big enough to stuff. In fact, if I'd done the plant better, it might have been. I have to start putting more of my garden on the channel. Yeah, it's mostly fish and keeping different animals. But there ain't nothing wrong with that. I love your fish. Well, all my fish too, but yeah. I need to do a garden update. Maybe I'll do that one tomorrow. Because all my little sprouts are sprouting up. Because I planted a lot of black eyed peas like 2 days ago. Oh, you're welcome. I loved your tank. Or your fish. I'm saying I'm looking at the tank. Because I got a beta tank behind my camera. We lost our tomatoes early. Yeah, I did too. Herbs and okra are still going strong. Fall garden will be underway once we know we will dodge this hurricane. Yeah, no joke. Where are you located at? Having the homestead? Are you like in Florida or? My poor little container garden didn't do too well. My peppers and basil did well. My peppers and basil did extremely well. But I do have my chocolate mint is in a container. And I had what's it called? Colis. It's a variegated vine plant that I was going to put in my spiral garden that I never got there. It kind of suffered. And my citronella plant fried. 1 hour east of the Broussards. Yeah. I'm hoping it doesn't do any damage to any of y'all. I am in zone 8A, Angela. We used to be 7B, but they changed it in 2012 to 8A. And if I looked right, it's either the first or second week of November is when our first frost date is. So I should have like 80 to 90 days left. I should. I have to recalculate that because it's been a minute since I looked at it. But the red corn that I just planted, it said it was a short season crop or, variety. The peas should be done or pretty close. The zucchini I know will be. The cherry tomatoes I started, whereas they haven't sprouted yet. They're 55 to 60 days. Yeah, I can't wait to see y'all's fall garden broussard. Or Amy, I should say. But I gotta hurry up and start some cucamelons. I just haven't because I haven't got the soil for that box yet. But I might be doing that tomorrow. Because I found a company that works on foundations that jacks up houses. They take the dirt from out from underneath it to work on the foundation and put more concrete. So they give away free dirt. So I might have to amend the heck out of it, but oh, I know I-10 very well. To a new location next year. Yeah, that is cool. I mean, I've got rabbit manure from Amy Broussard, and I got a bag of bone meal on sale last week for I think it was $5 a bag. And I still have some charcoal that's been broken down. All I have to do is fertilize it and let it sit for a couple weeks, and that'll make some biochar, and that should help break up any. I don't think it would be compacted much, but I don't know what kind of condition the soil's in. Getting the coffee ready for the live stream. Yep, you've got 5 minutes, Amy. But the thing is it's like 15, 20 miles away, and my truck shocks aren't that strong. And they'll put the dirt in the truck for me with a backhoe. But I have to be careful about how much they put in there because my truck bed, even though it can hold it all, the shocks and struts won't hold up. I don't know how y'all do coffee. I'm still trying. I'm 47 years old and I still can't drink coffee like an adult. Yeah, I got my rabbit manure from Amy Broussard. I went and saw her in July, and she sent me home with like 150 pounds of rabbit manure. And I want to make some compost tea out of the rabbit manure too. I will be there too, Amy, but I will be there with my tea. Well, maybe a soda. I might go get a soda. Yeah, you say that. Let me come get some more. Then I wouldn't need so much soil to fill that box. Yes, 150 pounds of gold. I want to take some of it and make some rabbit poo tea. I guess is what it would be called instead of compost tea, rabbit poo tea. I have one rabbit and it produces a bag a week. Yeah, rabbits don't play. I think the Broussards, Amy, you have what, 8 of them? Oh yeah, you got goat poo now too. Do you have to? But yeah, but they don't like poo in one spot, do they? You kind of have to just go out there and randomly shovel up goat poo. Because I think the alpacas poo in one spot. Of course, the rabbits do. Exactly, Animal Papa. That's all they do is eat and poop. Oh, and breed. Don't forget breed. Hence the saying breeding like rabbits. I wish I had rabbits. We have 8 rabbits right now, but we will be breeding in the fall. How many babies you think you might end up with? Yes. Go to you should let it sit for a year before you put in the garden. Not for rabbit, you don't. Rabbit and worms, rabbits. I don't think goat manure has to sit. Because it's a cold manure, it won't burn your crops. Yeah, that's right. Animal Papa, you don't have to age rabbit manure because it's already a cold manure. It won't burn. The reason you have to age chicken and cow and pig is because it's hot. It will burn your plants. If I breed all my females, I'm looking at about 30, 40 babies. Oh, wow. That's a lot of babies. That's a lot of babies. Them rabbits don't play. Yep, that's a lot of meat. I like mine barbecued. I'm gonna say, Amy, do you have to age goat manure? I don't think you do. I think the only ones you have to age is chicken and pig and cow. Ah, thank you, Papa. Animal Papa. I don't know why I just said Papa. Chicken, definitely. I know chicken, pig, cow. Those I know for sure have to sit for a year. Because I had a chance to get free compost. But horse. Horse is another one that has to sit for a year. It was mixed with horse, cow, and pig and chicken manure with some sawdust. But it was only 7 months old, and I'm like, I will pass. Goat and rabbit manure or cow manure, they can be put straight into the garden. That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't too sure. Alright, Miss Amy, it is 8 o'clock. You are fixing to go live. And yes, Lou, you should definitely get you some rabbits. I know I want some. But I'm going to jump off of here because the Broussards are live, and I'm going to go jump on their live. So if y'all want to follow, you can follow. We can do a G for C raid on the Broussards. Or the Garden Gnome raid. Take your pick. But thank you, everybody, for coming and chatting with me for this hour. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And God bless and peace. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for coming by.